Mind if I smoke?
Please don't.
After a fire on the ship destroys most of the engines, the water supply has to be rerouted. This puts the crew in a race against the clock to reach land or die of thirst. Welcome to the top 5 moments from the episode, followed by the overall verdict.
Finished. I suppose you'll want to triple check the results.
A breakthrough is made. After the examination of the 3 strains of the virus is complete, Rachel seems to have made a prototype of the vaccine. Has she completed the first step into saving the world? Only time will tell.
I have a vaccine prototype and it's time to test. I would have brought champagne, but
This will do just fine.
We can throw it overboard.
throw what overboard?
All your work into the water to cool it down.
After the cooling to the lab is damaged, Rachel needs to get 3 strains cooled, else all her work will be destroyed. Lieutenant Chung comes up with a plan to drop the strains in a container to the bottom of the ocean to keep them cooled enough. But it will only work if the water is cool enough itself.
41. Come on. 40. We did it.
Thank God.
So where's the wind? It's gotta come, right?
Chandler is beginning to lose faith when there is no wind to help the ship on its course. But as Jetta reminds him, Chandler is the voice of hope on the ship that many of them look to.
There's a voice inside you. It's a voice of hope. Our journey does not end here.
Captain, 20 degrees relative. Identify as seagulls.
Birds meet land.
Running on fumes and sparse on water, the crew needed to reach land desperately, or slowly but surely, they would begin to drop off.
We made it. We made it, sir.
You ever hear of keel hauling? Can't say that I have, no.
See, back in the mid-1800s, the sea captain encountered a particularly problematic sailor. He'd have him bound with rope, thrown over the side of the ship, dragged underneath the hull.
After Quincy refuses to help Rachel in the lab, Chandler sends down Mike to see if his methods would have any luck with him.
Well, suit yourself. Remember, we got a hard, fast rule on this ship. Anything that doesn't serve a purpose is gone.
My overall verdict for the 4th episode of The Last Ship is a 6 out of 10. Don't let the score fool you. I just feel that last week's episode edged out this one just a little bit, but it was still a very enjoyable episode. The tension of the clock added to the suspense of this episode, and as the engineering works on the ship came under fire and strain, the spotlight was on Lieutenant Chung to fix it. The ship had to reroute all remaining power to the ship's engines and to Dr. Scott's lab, as they had just around 3 days to reach land, or crew members would begin to drop off and die by thirst. Lieutenant Chung was on a very short timescale to get things up and running again, but in the end, he was successful. He was able to get the ship going hour after hour without frying the last engine, just long enough for the ship to reach land and give the crew some much needed R&R. The best scene for me this week was easily Mike's intimidation of Quincy, using his own method of laying out the facts and treat him with a little respect. It turns out it works much better than to just straight up torture the guy. Adam Baldwin has always been great at these sort of scenes, and you could certainly see some of John Casey in that room.
Keel hauling.
A few more of our characters got a little more fleshed out this week. Lieutenant Chung was probably the most, since the episode itself was reliant around him staying calm and fixing the job at hand. Jetta also spoke to the captain about his faith in him and the voice of hope that the captain gives to the crew. Tex remains to be the funniest character on the show, albeit being used sparingly this week. I guess he's just going to be used more during the action-packed episodes, but he does add that much appreciated element of humour aboard the ship. And with the ship up and running again, and the crew back with running water, next week we head into the unknown, as the Hope aboard the last ship continues to travel around the world. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week.
See? He's a king.
Never doubted it, sir.